Hello. First off, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to consider our grant proposal. Forgive me for not having a suit on. It's been a long day. I've got a lug nuts jersey on. I just started substitute teaching. But again, thank you so much for your time. So, the Lansing Empowerment Network was founded in 2023. Current operating budget is only $2,500. It's extremely low budget, but it is all community centric. And this executive director, Michael Lynn Jr., is really the backbone of this organization. He really cares about the community and young people. So, the name of the project is the Community Response and Neighborhood Empowerment Initiative. The purpose of the grant is to strengthen the Lansing Empowerment Network's community led violence prevention and critical incident community planned response, or CICPR system by providing immediate support to families impacted by gun violence while expanding neighborhood leadership, resource coordination, and community engagement across Lansing and surrounding areas. So, this is an ongoing project. As you can imagine, there are so many people and families that are impacted by gun violence in the city of Lansing. So, this is not just going to be a one stop shop, 3 month process. This is going to be a forever thing, the way that we see it. And I'm sorry, my name is Jeremy Claiborne III. If I didn't mention that again, it's been a long day. I do apologize. So, we are asking for $10,000 from your organization, and the total project cost is $18,900. So I have presented you with the grant proposal. As you can see, the table of contents outlines any page that you would like to quickly review. And we're seeking that $10,000 again to strengthen the community led violence prevention and rapid response efforts through CICPR and the Lansing 360 Collaborative. Funding will enhance the Lansing Empowerment Network's ability to provide immediate support to individuals and families impacted by gun violence while strengthening neighborhood leadership, community engagement, and long term violence prevention strategies. The project will provide emergency assistance for families following critical incidents, including food, transportation, temporary basic needs, trauma informed support, and connections to housing, employment, and mental health resources. Funds will also support training and coordination for village zone leaders, community outreach, volunteer engagement, and neighborhood meetings that bring residents, service providers, businesses, schools, and public safety partners together to identify solutions and prevent future violence. By investing in community leadership and coordinated response, the Lansing Empowerment Network addresses both the immediate impacts of violence and its underlying causes, including poverty, unemployment, housing instability, and lack of opportunity. The initiative builds Lansing Empowerment Network's collaborative model that connects residents with resources while promoting shared responsibility, accountability, and neighborhood resilience. The project is expected to directly serve more than 100 residents through emergency response, community outreach, and resource navigation while strengthening the network of volunteers and partners working to create safer, healthier neighborhoods throughout Lansing. The investment will help ensure that families affected by violence receive immediate support and that communities continue building sustainable pathways towards safety, economic opportunity, and long term prosperity. A gunshot does more than take a life. It can change the trajectory of an entire family and leave a neighborhood wondering who will be next. Most importantly, when a life is lost, retaliation is always a possibility. With this investment, the Lansing Empowerment Network will expand its critical incident community planned response model and strengthen the Lansing 360 Collaborative so that when violence occurs, families are not left to navigate the aftermath alone and neighborhoods are not left to respond without support. The goal is simple but urgent: respond to the crisis interrupt the cycle, strengthen the neighborhood, and create a pathway toward a safer and more economically secure future. The Lansing Empowerment Network believes that this is precisely where a community-centered intervention can make a difference. We must go from reaction to prevention. And there's a great team behind this effort. All voices will help shape the work. That's why we put in the community. A referral is not the same thing as a connection. We build those one-on-one connections with community members to ensure that everyone is abreast of the negative ramifications of everyday violence in the city of Lansing. This is why we need your support. It is a progression from response to relationship to leadership to sustainability. Again, this is not something that is going to happen overnight. So the board chair is Justin Sheehan. Justin Sheehan is awesome. He's the former founder and executive director of the Lansing Promise. Erica Lynn, Mike Lynn Jr.'s wife, is the board vice chair, and Greg McNeil is the board treasurer. And there are a few others that help do this beautiful work in the city of Lansing, as well as village zone leaders, members of the community, and volunteers. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.